So now we're going to assess the supraspinatus, taking into consideration some of the points that John's been through in his presentation. So first of all, we need to find supraspinatus. So we find the long head of biceps sitting within the bicipital groove. We then come round the side of the arm, healing in the probe, and you can see there what we call the hill, which is the greater tuberosity, and you've got the biceps at the bottom of the hill. Then what we look for is the sun rising, and this is transverse section of supraspinatus coming up and over the sun rising over the hill, and we can see supraspinatus. Now, if we go and orientate ourselves where the biceps is, we can see the supraspinatus in transverse section there, just on top of the rotator cable. If we come round laterally, what we're looking for, as John said, is the change in fibre orientation. Now, what you can see here is you can see the superior fibres are actually infraspinatus fibres, and the inferior fibres are supraspinatus in transverse. So as we come round there, you can see the top half is infraspinatus in long and the bottom half is supraspinatus. And often tears do occur here, and this is at the middle facet. If we come back down, it's important to scan all the way through. For a longitudinal section, we can simply spin into a longitudinal section, and then we can have a look at the footprint of the tendon, and you can see the footprint of supraspinatus. If we go forward, we find the long head of biceps, and then we come back and we can nicely see the footprint where it attaches onto the greater tuberosity. Now remember, if there is articular cartilage, we know that that's not the footprint. If you find that there is a dark patch there, as John said, it's really important to heal in your probe to fill in that region to avoid anisotropy and just improve the visualization of those deep fibers. And it's those articular fibers which is where you often see your partial tears. So that's looking carefully at the footprint. But remember, we must scan all the way through. So we've scanned from the biceps tendon all the way laterally until we start to see the flattening out where we go onto the middle facet of the tuberosity. And on top of that, we start to see a change of fibre orientation there, which is the start of infraspinatus in transverse section. So it's really important to understand the anatomy to understand the injuries when we're looking at tears.